Hey, hey, ho, ho, Martine Brunel, we've got to go.
Where's your chant for us all to know? Is this one I can read?
Ho, ho.
Yes.
You poor, you old.
Thank you.
Go take a dump out in the cold.
Restrooms open, don't you know? When you must, you gotta go. Hey, Bernal, no need to guess. Toilets closed, creates a mess. Taxes paid to keep us clean. Shutting bathrooms mighty mean. Closing Louden bathrooms down spreads the crap all over town.
Not bad, huh?
Stop. Hey, hey, habaha. I'll wash your hands. Locking toilets, crazy plans. Hold your crap till you turn blue. Shutting bathrooms, so dumb it's true. Hey, hey, ho, ho, hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Mr. Martin Bernal, we gotta do it. So we gotta go. You poor, you old. Go take a dump out in the cold and alternate. Go pee and poo out in the cold and with all the mold and fungus too and all the rest that look like you. The rich can piss and why don't we treat them better like the rest of you? You're sick, don't squawk, no bathrooms, just a nice long talk.
Very well.
Now, wait.
Now we just gotta get
Now we're just gonna get
rhythm,
them out here.
Right?
Yeah,
we
get the Rhythm Nation going now.
Right, we get a rhythm and everybody being doing the chant.
Rhythm. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we can get it going.
Hashawa, there's the rhythm right there. We just asked for you.
Right? The universe provides.
May we be blessed and honored with the kata.
Right on, well, we gotta get you one of these chant pages.
Yeah.
Here, go ahead and get this one. I'll get another one.
That's the chant we're up to.
That's a good one.
We gotta put a rhythm to it.
No bathrooms. No bathrooms. Dirty city.
The skins of the mountains.
Open the bathrooms for the men, please.
Going
Yeah, isn't that interesting? The women's bathroom is open, but not the men's.
See how it feels.
I love it. Keep it moving.
I can pull by the curb.
Because it was stuck there.
You know who the lady is with the tag on?
No, I was assuming it's an employee.
Oh, you think so?
I don't know.
I think she's with the press. She's probably a human care worker with a group, yes.
Oh, very well. Okay.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you first came in, Salvation Army.
Welcome to the machine. I have good
Restrooms open. You know, when you're not, you gotta go. On a cloudy day. Well, we're trying to put a song with it all.
You're over talking.
Sorry, I had
Sorry, no old homeless activists are allowed. No. The women's bathroom for once is open, but the men's is not.
Oh, shit.
The library bathroom is closed, I've been told, for repairs.
Well, we'll let you take a pushkin in our bathroom.
What's that, a bucket?
Offices of the City Hall, I noticed the rules, the decorum rules, are not posted anywhere. And again, these used to ban audio and video recording in these offices, and I don't see that happening now. That doesn't mean that they aren't going to try to enforce that, but we'll see what's cooking. Looks like most of the city council members' doors are closed, so they're not here.
So sorry to keep you waiting.
No
How may I
problem.
help you?
Okay, well, we're trying on it to get the men's bathrooms open because the women's bathrooms are open, and that's good for them, but the men's are not. And it's going to be more people that have to
I'm sorry,
we in the bushes.
I'm sorry, do you mean the men's bathrooms here at
Yeah, the
City Hall
library is
across from
closed at the moment.
across from the chambers?
Correct.
Well, I'm surprised to hear that the
Women's
room is open. They're generally only open during public meetings.
Well, I think maybe it was done as a courtesy to the fact that there are women here who need access to a bathroom. And there are men too, and if you want, we can take some responsibility for cleaning them up afterward if there's any problems. I'm not aware there are going to be, but...
I can't speak to that. What we do have available, these are all the restrooms that are available, that are open to the public.
Okay, so you're not going to open up the men's bathroom? Is that what's happening here at the moment? That's what we're here to try to get done generally, so that's why we're here.
Right, that will still remain closed.
Okay, well, I will tell the group and see what they say. Thank you.
Announcement! I just spoke to the city administrator. Who was kind of one of the big cheeses. She was shocked to hear that the women's bathroom is actually open. That shouldn't be the case, she said. Any women who want to use the bathroom, get in there now! Get over there now before last chance to poop! You just informed you. I asked that they open the men's bathroom so they will not be accused of gender discrimination. However, she said that just couldn't be done. Instead, gave us a list of city restrooms available for public.
What about their gated bathrooms? What is she using?
We can go to Branciforte on Galt Street, De La Vega Park, Depot Park. Downtown Library is currently closed for repairs, I'm told today. Garfield Park Library, that shouldn't be too far away. Then there's Grant Park, Harvey West Park. Hey, there's lots of places that are only about, what, half an hour away by walking. There is a couple of garage bathrooms open. But I was going to suggest, first of all, I'd like to have people speak here, want to talk about their experiences with bathrooms, because that's what we're trying to do, is talk about the city's refusal to open public bathrooms. And what are your experiences with it? Have you had problems with it? I've been going around talking to people individually about this, but this is going to be going out on free radio. So if you'd like to come and talk about how this has affected you, your friends, your family, just the public health and safety in your area, please do, because I think that's important. And I've got some other announcements first. But first, you, the people, must speak if you want to speak, or squeak or shriek, as the case may be. Come on over.
Back in the 1600s and 1700s, it's much less different than now. Meeting places were City Hall and the library of knowledge and comfort and just basically communication with other things and what everything that's going around us. And to be able to go to the bathroom, which you're speaking on now, I've done that very often. Early in the morning, there was a women's bathroom, there's a men's bathroom, it's unisex, but they didn't say unisex. But there was nobody in the women's bathroom. There was 2 men in the bathroom. There was 2 men waiting for the bathroom. So I said, hey, why not? And I did it. 2 seconds, went into the women's restroom, came back out to go around my business. But it just says labeled women. The gentleman didn't spend their time and thinking, well, I can just go in, take care of my business.
Was this in Santa Cruz?
This straight down, right downtown.
Recently?
It was early in the morning, of course.
Was it in the last few weeks?
Yes, and last week, right in the little alley right there.
Have you had trouble finding bathrooms here in Santa Cruz to use?
Yes, very. And I can say honestly, I peed my pants inside Starbucks, and I was a paying customer that day.
They didn't let you into the bathroom?
I paid for a cup of coffee, stepped outside. The gentleman had come out of the bathroom. I said, "Miss, can I use the restroom?" She said, "No." I said, "I just bought a cup of coffee." She says, "We don't have a customer restroom." The gentleman just came out happy because he had just used the restroom. Another gentleman.
When was this?
This happened 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. So after the policy supposedly changed.
Yes, and I'm a witness, and there was an Asian woman that spoke behind the counter, and she goes, I go, look, I was drenched in heat. The lady paid me. I said, look, I'm sorry, but I had to use the restroom, and I had wet my pants. And there were witnesses in that restroom.
Which Starbucks was
downtown, specifically.
The downtown Starbucks.
Yes, sir.
And So in other words, downtown Starbucks, and this was 3 weeks ago, refused you access to the bathroom
And
even
I
though
had
you
just bought
purchased.
and I had just bought a cup of coffee for my friend outside, and I stepped outside just to go outside, and I came back in. Can I use the restroom? I really need to go to the restroom. She
I want to
said,
ask you, why do you think that they did that? Treated you that
it
way?
was stereotyping me. She was
Why?
stereotyping
What
me.
stereotype are you?
Because I'm homeless. I'm homeless, and the other gentleman that I was with was
Yeah,
also homeless.
but you don't look homeless at all.
I am very homeless. Look, my shoes are
You're
wet.
very nicely dressed.
I take care of myself and I shower every day.
I can
Yeah,
say
I
what
can
a
see.
homeless person looks like. It looks like
Right?
I feel that.
And we've been, you want to say who you are?
We have a lot of Hispanics in this
I say
town.
my name is Oscar.
Thank you, Oscar.
Very
All
welcome.
right.
Very welcome.
Anyone else had experiences?
Yeah.
Right here.
Step on up to our platform or podium.
All right. Hopefully that did some help for
Okay,
everyone.
my name is Christopher.
Hopefully that helps everyone.
Yes, explaining your experience definitely
Talk to the
helps.
crowd.
And
That's true.
we don't have this problem over there.
Austin.
You know, in Austin, you got to use the bathroom
Colorado, we
any
didn't have that
time
problem.
of the day. And just like the gentleman that just left, I had to run into the women's bathroom because there were two guys in there just hanging out in the same stall. And, I had an emergency right where he's talking about by the Forever 21, that parking garage right there behind it. And, yes, and I had to use the bathroom. So I ran in there and used it and prayed to God that no woman walked in and started screaming when they saw me, but it was that much of a problem. Thank you.
That was a public bathroom.
Yes, that was yeah.
You only have one stall, so if someone's having a
Yeah.
problem, where are you going to go?
Yeah, and it's all over the Bay
That's
Area.
because
and
of
I
the
just-
city council,
I
their
just,
decision
I
to
was
only
in
put
San
one stall in the
Francisco.
bathroom. They don't do
It's
that in the
even
county,
worse.
they got 6 or 7.
Please let the man finish.
It's crazy.
I get
I
pissed.
never experienced it.
Yeah, but can you
I'm
sit a little
45
further
years
away?
old, and I come to California thinking it's more liberal and more open-minded thinking, and I can't even use the bathroom. It's crazy.
Hey, and we've been talking to, or listening to.
Oh, my name's Christopher Ortiz.
So you didn't get arrested or
Want to take a
No,
turn?
no, I was quick.
using the ladies' bathroom, right?
I mean, I used it
got away with
before. Yes, I'm glad I did. It's not, but still, I don't, want to shock any woman, because people don't trust here.
Was this today that
It was yesterday. It was yesterday.
Thought a woman would be understanding.
So-
As long as you're not threatening.
Yeah.
So again, I want to remind all you men and women too, if you want to use the bathroom, the women's bathroom is open. If a woman wants to go with you to make sure that there are no women in the bathroom, then you can go there. It's my suggestion, in spite of the comments of the staff who have their own nice little private bathroom inside the building that we haven't yet attempted to use, but I guess we could all start piling into the office and asking to use their bathroom,
Gated bathroom.
particularly if they try to close this one.
Jackpot pensions in their own personal
So
bathroom.
maybe, could someone go to see if this bathroom is still open? Okay, we're gonna find that out. There's a couple of announcements. Tomorrow at 3, it's okay to announce this, Phil? There is a meeting with the city manager. He has agreed. He's the big cheese of the city, the kingpin. He actually has more power than the city council. He has agreed to meet with us, or with Phil. Phil talked to him. And I'm assuming anybody who wants to come should also be invited, because I think we're a group that's concerned as a group with this.
Well,
all gotta
not
go.
exactly.
Well, that's my
We
feeling.
want to limit the numbers, but we want to have a productive meeting. I'm a co-founder of this
Well,
organization.
you can also, I guess you can do a separate meeting once you want to,
No, we're going to have one meeting, Phil and myself and anybody else that we want to come with us. We want to,
Anyway, if you want to come to this meeting, talk to the big cheeses here and see if they will accept you to come with them. I believe, in fact, anyone who wants to should be able to come with us. But I understand Nick's point of view too. He has a perspective on it. In any case, that's happening tomorrow at 3. There's a petition on the table, or there should be soon when I get over there. If you want to sign up and say the obvious, open the damn bathrooms, we can do that. I've also, as some of you may have noticed, put out a thing with chants on it, where we can, if anybody feels like hoofing downtown and doing some chanting, we can do that too, depending on what people feel like doing. Right now, what'd you find out, Gene? Is the bathroom open?
Women's closed.
They locked the women's bathroom once I told them it was open.
where? Which one?
This one right there. They just closed it and locked it after keeping it open. That's the guy you want to have an exclusive meeting with tomorrow, so you can have some appropriate developments. I hope that works, but I'm
well, of
skeptical.
course, that's one of the things we'll ask him about.
Of course.
I mean, that's-
One really is in a quandary as to what he will say.
And some other man just tried to walk up and use the bathroom. He couldn't use it.
No,
He was not with this group.
I wouldn't advise people necessarily to pee on the door, but the library bathroom is apparently out of order.
Might be open.
It's open.
It's open an hour.
there over an hour ago or less.
Okay, has anybody checked the library to see if it's open?
Right over there. I just stand there.
Okay, because I know someone just came from there and told me it was out of order.
This
he's gonna go check.
backpack is going over there. It wasn't out of order when I was in there.
Anyway,
Check your facts, Robert. It's only across the street.
After 12.
that's what we're doing. Anyway, so the other issue that we have here is, in case people don't know it, the Parks and Rec Department is looking for a new chief. Now, this could be a man who wants to apply even as we speak. Who knows? That door, over to our right, is where you apply to be head of the Parks and Rec Department. If you want to be head of the Parks and Rec Department, the thing to do is to walk. I'm going to suggest that some of us just go in there and volunteer to get the $200,000 a year position as head of Parks, as head of Parks and Rec, which of course they will probably ignore. But the point is, these folks are insulated from the same issues that everyone is facing every day outside. They have just intentionally locked the bathrooms over there so that people cannot use them.
How rude.
Informed that women were trying to use the bathroom and were able to, but the men were not. Their response was to lock the bathrooms. I think one response we should have, if we're interested, is to go into the offices and say, we need to use the bathroom. Please let us use your bathroom. And maybe hang out until we are allowed access to a bathroom. It seems to me this is the center of City Hall.
They have a duty.
City government, and as Free here says, they have a duty to do that.
They're a public nuisance.
And that goes without saying. So it really depends on how people feel about it. These are open offices during the day, as long as you don't pee on the floor, which I suppose could happen, and has happened. We've heard a few minutes ago to some folks who were denied access to Starbucks bathrooms. You're allowed to be in there. So I think it may be appropriate to go in there and, request access to the bathroom and say we're going to hang out until we get access to the bathroom. Or we can do something else. I'm not sure what people want to do. And also, I'm encouraging people to speak about their experiences. Does anybody have experiences they've had regarding the bathroom shortage in Santa Cruz? Have you, sir? Want to stand up and tell us?
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, just all the years that I've lived here, whether it's been having housing or not, it's the same issues. You want to go to the bathroom, you have to go to the bathroom. It's not like even when you're hungry or need a place to sleep, you can stall some of those things out. But as we just heard, you can't stall going to the bathroom. People have to go, they have to go. And everybody has to do it. So what's the problem? We need solutions here, and if we need to hire somebody to take care of the bathroom to the vandalism or whatever, that's a small amount of money to put in to take care of everybody's basic needs. It's just ridiculous. So after we had this event for the Poor People's Campaign over here by the town clock the other day, I'm over watching nature on the bridge, and I'm kind of contemplating, thinking, sometimes even birds get killed because they want to go to the bathroom. Humans get oppressed because they want to go. There's two women that are actually kind of running with their walker seats about as fast as they could possibly go in their situation. Obviously, they have issues. And I kind of looked at them, at first kind of humorously, and I said, well, what's up? What's the race? And then, I thought more deeply, and they said, well, bathrooms are closed over here, so we're running downtown to try to get to the bathrooms. And it's so cruel. These women got their seats, they're pushing their seats, and going as fast as they can, maybe even very dangerously getting hurt. You need to try to go to the bathroom. From San Lorenzo Park, it's a public park. You should never close bathrooms there. There should be somebody there at all times. It's a job for somebody too. Bathrooms and guards. Ridiculous. We got too many cops doing nothing. The Metro Center is another issue I have issues with. They close the bathrooms down before they say they're going to close them. if they're gonna have buses there till 12 at night, exactly, they need to have the bathrooms open. These people are gonna be, what, going out to the bushes? They gotta go, they've got an hour ride to Watsonville? This is ridiculous. They gotta leave the bathrooms open until the buses are done, period.
Absolutely. We've been listening to, if you want to say.
I'm a person. My name is Person.
Hey, Mr. Person.
Person has got to go. Because that's what we need to realize. We're all just people. It ain't about names. It's about people.
Hi, the organization here today is called Conscience and Action. I'm one of the co-founders. My name is Nicholas Whitehead. Tomorrow we're going to talk with the city manager. I wrote Miss Skurish a letter. And one of the suggestions...
She's head of Parks and Rec.
Yeah, she's the head of Parks and Rec, temporarily. One of the suggestions we're going to put forward is the use of more porta-potties around town. That's an obvious thing to suggest. I'm doing that because in talking with park rangers, they tell me there's less abuse, there's less desecration of porta-potties than there is of standard toilets in buildings. I think the reason is probably because it's a smaller area, you feel more constrained, and you're more likely to be seen doing something out of kilter, you know. So that's one of the things. Do people here feel that's a good idea? More porta potties?
Yeah.
More bathrooms.
Yeah.
And more porta potties.
And it's for the tourists too. A lot of tourists get in these situations where they're stuck too and they can't go to the bathroom. Everybody's got to go.
Small price to pay.
I just want to say this. You know, most people here are not senior citizens. Not really much of a senior citizen. I am. Imagine a disabled person in the same situation you were in. Imagine an elderly woman or a man. You know, people have medical conditions. This could be very injurious. I think we should call in the opinion of the medical officer of health for the county of Santa Cruz.
Right.
You know, ask his opinion.
Spread diseases too, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Bladder infection?
Yeah.
I delegate you to write him a letter.
Yeah, well, Arnie left. I helped him with a political campaign once, so he better listen to me. Okay. I think that's all I have to say right now.
And you'll be meeting tomorrow here at 3 o'clock with Senor Martin Bernal.
Yeah, we will. The esteemed Martin Bernal.
And
right.
you think that you are likely to allow a number of folks to come with you, or you want to be alone, or what's the story?
We would like to select people who can act in a diplomatic manner, you know.
Fuck yes!
Hold it quiet to the last minute, because it's a negotiation. It's not an opportunity to sound off. We're sounding off right now, and that's great. I love it. But tomorrow we want to negotiate some improvements in the city. We want it to be productive. We of course will be critical. Definitely going to be critical of the policies. Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
No, that's it.
Okay, so anyone want to speak again? Want to speak up here and stand up? Or Ray, stand up and give us your thoughts. Don't fall down. That's my thoughts.
Might be a little bit.
You too dizzy? How are we doing? How's that feel?
I'm okay. I just I'm falling too many times.
Yeah. No, you can come down if you want.
The very important thing I want to break here is the experiences that I've had since working in this area. I talked to a lot of people who've had problems. Occasionally I would, but I was usually better prepared than they were. But at the bus station, and this is not uncommon, we had one in Watsonville several months ago, and the guy, he was facing jail, and he was very upset for that reason, and I felt the same way. I said, you know, what the hell did he do wrong? You won't let him in the bathroom. Oh, he might have broke something, or he might have made a mess, or whatever it might have been. And they said, well, there's no other answer. I said, the hell there isn't. You got extra money. You have to have portapotties. Portapotties. It's hard for me to say something. It's a problem. Everybody understands that you want for every bus stop at the ends, not in between. The in-between ones should be information where they can maybe walk across the street to use a bathroom or something like that. I face these things almost every time I'm on the bus here. And so I could see what's going on. But that one in Watsonville, I said, this is real simple. Get a porta potty shipped in here right now and a backup one. You always need a second one. I know what I'm talking about. I'm 78 years old, and I've made some of this stuff all my life as a plumber and like that. And there was never a situation where I couldn't solve a problem quickly. But sometimes the old farmers would say, I can have one ready by tomorrow. We used to use this all the time. It's just been sitting there. Their thinking was right. Made you feel good. You get in the city, oh, you have to take an SHI? Oh, I thought we were the only ones that would do that.
Anything more?
Well, taking a dump in the country.
Anything more you want to say?
I don't want to take it with
Every bus stop, the last one that I had to wait with some other people, and we didn't have enough room to sit down. And then when the rain was coming, people were getting wet. But there should be information about the nearest bathroom, believed to be, you could even put it that way, at such and such a place. Because sometimes when you go there, you'll find out that there's a door locked.
Yep.
But I don't think that would be a very long problem. The police, all they got to do is stop and check. Everything in accordance with? They are? Fine, okay. And then if they come by and there's even one complaint, the police should write it up, do something about it. Be authorized to make an order of a porta potty brought out now. See?
Here.
So,
Well, the police should support the porta potty proposal, huh?
Well, that they should bring a porta potty if one's needed, and when one's been vandalized, or they should bring one and replace it at once, is what he said.
That would be good law enforcement.
when you got this many people counting on public transportation, you're going to have problems. And if you're not planning for it, that's why you got so many people mad. Who's doing the damage here? It's people that got mad in hell. I witnessed that. I almost got killed a couple of times. They busted the door right in on me, and I didn't know they were going to get that brave. And I called the police department, and they says, what are you doing there in the first place? I said, it's a porta potty. What the hell are we supposed to use it for? Well, you should just get out of the area. I said, no, I want some police cars out here. They wouldn't do it. This was not long after the earthquake.
This is in Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just things that's being decided and talked about. It just doesn't make any sense for any city to be thinking or talking that way. What are the outsiders going to think? I don't care so much about that, but the point is, a lot of people, when they hear about it, they think, boy, I guess we're lucky in our community. We don't have those kind of problems to this degree. But in the big cities, it's always been a problem. Los Angeles, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When I was in Mexico, I had to worry about this and that. But I found one day, when the kids got out of school and they saw me cross the street, I don't think they could tell I was disabled. I don't always walk straight. And you know what the kids did? They backed up, smiled, and I says, are they doing that for me? Everything in Mexico was supposed to be bad about Mexicans. I didn't find that. First neighbor I come to, well, we're eating right now. We got room for you. You come and sit down here. We'll talk.
All right.
There's usually somebody there that could speak enough English where it could help translate. So, getting out and seeing some of these places.
Did they lock you out of their bathroom?
Oh no, not there. No, the 5-year-old kids even, they'll talk about it. Well, at school, here's what we do. And I'd say, who built that? Well, my younger brother, he's got the tools, and he likes doing stuff like that. In other words, somebody's doing something about it. They're not waiting for old seniors or whoever to come in to meet and decide, are we going to do it or not?
Ritual, white senior.
Yeah, but in Mexico, I mean,
Male white senior.
there's something being done about it quickly. So.
Well, I don't know if it's still that way, but they used to have it where people would tend the bathrooms. Pretty much every bathroom you went to anywhere, there would be somebody that took care of it. That's right.
See, we
Seems
have
appropriate.
one-
Like that down there? Has
we have one
anybody been down there
bathroom here
lately?
by the big construction site, and somebody was sleeping there every night. And when I would pin down the people that were responsible for opening and shutting, I said, what the hell are you locking this for? We haven't been able to use it all night. Well, that's not my problem. I thought, you're working for the city, That's a bad attitude.
That's their attitude. We just heard it.
And a lot of the other people don't have power because they can lose their job. If they want to do what's the right thing, they could lose their job. So unfortunately, they're pushed into corners they don't want to be pushed into either.
When I was
Well, he's talking about helpers.
I had people working for me, and I knew some of the rough people in the area. And I said, no, I'll give you a job, but you got to do this. Never had an argument. It worked. They had money coming. You know.
Anything else, Ray?
No, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I don't see why this should continue to be a problem that we can't afford it.
They don't give a shit. That's the problem. We gotta give them some shit because they don't give a shit. That's really what it boils down to.
You know how long it'll take us to build an outhouse? You can do it out of wood.
Well, I think the next time we do this,
Bring a bucket.
We should bring either buckets, cups, or a structure because they're closing it down here. We have to create our own. Of course, that's a crime in Santa Cruz.
But you can make, two guys can make a nice outhouse in one day. All the farmers had outhouses back
Well, I recruit you.
You got to own the property to dig a hole.
You're going to do that.
Well,
I'm kidding.
Yeah. When I had my tools with me, I would do a lot of stuff when I see things happen.
I understand.
Right now, I'm vehicleless, and so we can't carry much on the bike.
Dig it. And we've been talking with
Ray.
Thank you, Ray. One hand. Hey. One hand down.
Yep.
Steve Place, you want to speak to the masses?
When he came back.
No, thank you.
No speaking to the masses.
Did you find out about the library? Bathroom? Oh, you did not go.
I think Ray went over there.
He's not. Is come back?
What about the library?
Did he mention whether it was locked or not?
Speak to the master.
Repairs?
You want to? Okay. So you can't stay. So here's someone who wants to speak. She's going to speak from the Cedars. Your name is?
My name is irrelevant, but I still use
That's
I use the bathroom, and sometimes I get up at 5 in the morning and I need to go to the bathroom, and the bus doesn't come until 9:15, and that's a long wait, 4 hours. So I wish that there's bathrooms. I wish there was a bathroom every 2 blocks, and I heard Walgreens still has their bathroom closed. It's been closed for like 9 months, and I went over to Ross last week and their bathroom was closed, and last month it wasn't closed. They said, oh, they have to close it and put inventory in there, and more people are closing bathrooms that actually have bathrooms. I get at a laundromat where there's a bathroom, a secret bathroom in the corner where the painter that painted the mural hides his paints. For some reason he lets me in there. Maybe because I'm an artist too, but I just think that everywhere, we ought to have them, every other corner ought to have bathrooms, so we don't have to worry about, oh my God, but I mean the service stations don't have them, or you downtown at the stores don't have them, even if you buy $80 worth of clothes. There's no bathroom, and that's unacceptable. That should be unacceptable. It should be unacceptable to the city council. There should be public bathrooms everywhere. You make money, sales money.
Thank you, irrelevant. You are not irrelevant.
Thank you. I'm fluff.
Indeed.
Fluffy.
Yeah, well, I just tried to use the bathroom here at City Hall, and the women's bathroom is locked.
Correct.
So I thought, well, I'll go into the men's bathroom, and that's locked too.
Of course.
So now I'm thinking, do I go over to the library? But I've been told that the men's bathroom at the library is closed. So that's probably because there's way too many people going over there to use the bathroom.
There was no one in there.
Right. So am I going to go over and inundate the library with all the people at this gathering to go over there and use the bathroom?
If it's the only available spot.
Staff with a much more comfortable bathroom right in there.
You must exhaust your
Well,
administrative.
it makes no. They knew that we were going to have a rally here about bathroom
Maybe you could
access.
go to Civic and go to the bathroom.
Mayor Burnell was going to come out
They
and
have
talk to people, correct?
Well, he was invited. He decided instead to postpone his meeting one day to avoid the riffraff. We can have only the elite will talk to Martine Burnell.
So he's at home resting on his couch while we're out here waiting.
He may be indoors and they're just not.
He's probably
He's using the gated bathroom, probably.
He's hiding.
Well, I
We
mean,
would deal with the
that's
angry.
totally,
We're not even angry.
you know,
we're just a mob.
he's not being accountable to the people that he serves and the people that voted for him.
He didn't get voted. He's city manager. He's appointed.
Oh, he's
There
the
you
city
go,
manager.
hired.
The highest paid official.
He gets a pension too. What the hell's that about?
Yeah. So, yeah, it just, to me, it's just like, what kind of accountability is that to the people that they're supposed to serve here? It's really basic, right?
Yep. They have a duty.
I mean, we're having a rally. Why aren't they have the bathrooms open?
You know, they did. They had one bathroom open, women's bathroom.
By mistake.
Yeah, until he
When I
realized.
went over and asked them to open the men's bathroom, they closed the women's bathroom.
Heaven forbid you should open a bathroom by mistake.
Yeah, and I, you know,
like trumpets.
it's really insensitive to even to their own workers because
They have their
They're
own.
really good.
people, you know,
From Trader Joe's.
that work in the
just don't
parking
have an
garages, I've heard like the major complaint about being a
You
worker
have-
for the parking garage maintenance team is that you're constantly cleaning up, you know, big piles of human shit in the parking garages. And it's like, why is that? That's
Open the
because-
bathrooms!
Yeah, I mean, you're not even treating your own workers, your own city workers with respect, you know, let alone the people. So,
It's inhumane the way we're treated.
It's a crime.
It's inhumane. We're unethical. It's inhumane. You know, forcing women to become unmodest because of lack of bathrooms.
it's nonsensical. It doesn't make any sense. We're having a rally about bathroom use and they don't have them open. I mean, Santa Cruz is really backwards.
They're trying to point out our issue. You see that the bathrooms are closed, so they're closing them down to show that they understand our
They
issue.
can't
See,
run
it's
a
honest.
bathroom.
At least it's honest.
It's a very honest approach.
They lack the political ability to run a bathroom. Get rid of them.
Yeah, the interest, not the ability.
I think we should also start going after businesses that won't let you use the bathroom.
Yeah.
When you go in there and you're supporting that business. And then what's even worse is they'll tell you to go use somebody else's business's bathroom and say, that's it. And I boycott you unless you have an arrangement with them that you guys share the bathroom and you help take care of it together. But if you're making them take care of the bathroom for your customers, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
So
I think
we
we need to write letters to the mayor and say your city manager isn't doing his job. He didn't have the bathrooms open. So it's like, you know, what he's supposed to be a manager. Why isn't he doing his job?
And one was
Maybe
open,
that is his
the
job.
The fact that they locked it when it was open at the beginning, I got here a little after 12 and it was open. And then they went, oh, it's open by mistake. And then they ran over
Collateral
deliberately
damage.
locked it during our protest.
I went in there, it was perfectly clean, so I checked to make sure there was nothing out of order. It was fine.
and I offered to clean anything in the men's bathroom that was, you know, out of order once if they opened the bathroom so that the men could also go to the bathroom. What we really need to do, of course, was pile into the women's bathroom and keep it open. So that people could
While it
use
was open.
You know, physically. I mean, unfortunately, you know.
Yeah, next time.
I'll bring the chanter.
We'll go stand over there.
There's still time. We're still here.
No, it's closed, right? It's locked.
Oh, I thought you said chance. We can still
No,
chance.
if it was open like it was earlier, before they came and locked it, we could all go.
Open the bathroom!
Open the bathrooms!
The bathroom.
They are public bathrooms!
Open the bathroom.
Open the public bathroom!
Oh, it's
Need somebody to carry all this crap away.
That's one of my favorite things I've had.
Okay. Spoons for all. Spoons for all. Spoons for all. Rims for all. Spoons for all.
So anybody not got a chance to
Here's the bathroom right here.
See,
Oh yeah, all you have to do is hop.
We need a pot to piss in.
Oh, there you go.
That's not the chant, brother.
Oh, come on. We need a pot to piss in.
Line 26.
Okay.
Please, we're not commanding. Well,
A pot to piss in.
That's a Paul Bunyan.
I heard that.
Personally, we have the
Another line.
blessings of the pots that we piss in.
Nothing rhymes with pissing.
Now,
Kiss
That we
it.
listen from everybody.
you're in for freedom.
Urinating for freedom.
I'm yearning for
I
freedom.
know I'm in for freedom. I'm in for a long
I went to the Boston Tea Party. In fact, I organized
He's
it.
yearning for freedom.
So here's the possible chant.
Okay, possible chants, everyone.
All right. Restrooms open, don't you know? When you must, you gotta go. Restrooms open, don't you know? When you must, you gotta go. Restrooms open, don't you know? When you must, you gotta go. Hey, Bernal, no need to guess. Toilets closed creates a mess. Hey, Bernal,
No need to guess.
toilets closed creates a mess. Hey, Bernal, no need to guess. Toilets closed creates a mess.
Hey, Bernal, no need to guess. Toilets closed creates a mess.
Taxes paid to keep us clean. Shutting bathrooms mighty mean.
Shutting bathrooms mighty mean.
Taxes paid to keep us clean. Shutting bathrooms mighty mean. Closing Loudon's bathrooms down spreads the crap all over town.
Closing Loudon's bathrooms down. Spreading the crap all over town.
Stop Hefe, wash your hands. Locking toilets, crazy plan.
Stop that big.
Wash your hands.
Locking
toilets, crazy plan. Hold your crap till you turn numb. Shutting bathrooms is so dumb. Holding crap till you turn numb. Shutting bathrooms is so dumb. Then we have this one.
That was good. You guys are poets.
And we never know it.
And they don't know it.
Here's another one. Hey, hey,
Hey, hey.
ho, ho. More timber now, we've got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. More timber now, we've got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. More timber now, we've got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. More timber now, we've got to go now. Hey, hey, oh, hi. You poor, you old. Go take a dump out in the cold.
You poor, you old, go take a dump out in the cold. You poor,
You old. Go take a dump out in the cold. You rich can piss. Go take a dump out in the cold. The poor can
go
piss.
take your dump out in the cold.
Sorry, a little confused, sir. You're sick? Don't squawk. No bathrooms, just a nice long walk. Sick? Don't squawk. No bathrooms, just a nice long walk. You're sick? Don't squawk. No bathrooms, just a nice long walk. Sick.
Open the bathroom.
Why?
Open the bathroom.
The bathroom's just a long
Yay.
walk. Next time we bring our own. Next time we bring our own.
Let me give you a hug, you old war veteran.
Hey, let's not forget about the fact that if you go up here singing outside, they put you in jail for sexual activation.
Lord God must look after you.
Like Wobbat, where's a guy got some privacy to stand? Can't even go piss outside and come in. Oh man, oh man. Things getting out of hand around there. Hey, hey. One, two, three.
Yeah.
Oh,
I found a girl inside the neon. Candle, a candle of light in me. A candle of heart that prays.
I'm getting some pictures of Hawaii today. Those are my box. Yeah, I can't wait to see them.
We are so under how you are.
Yeah, get more of my trumpets. I love trumpets, but I have no toaster, and trumpets are hot and toasty and yummy. Like the avocado. Today there's a whole box of avocados that were white.
Open the bathroom!
yeah.
I wanted to make always wanted to help you change your reservation.
Open the bathroom!
That's right. What's the matter with you guys?
Well, I could go. I could order another swap. I've already raised the money to keep it going.
That's an easy chant. Open the bathrooms, 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 open the bathrooms.
Peace on earth is opening the bathrooms, man.
Senor.
It's like the most easy thing you can do. Public safety. Hey,
Oh
you.
yeah, I'm a photographer from the city.
What happened to all that water? You guys all think that by doing this, you're stopping people from being alive, but you are doing that, true. Because all the bacteria, you're ruining this community.
They're just making people more desperate.
You complain about, you whine about it. You gotta open the doors. We don't want to hear, I'm not your husband, you're not my bitch, okay? So you open the bathroom and quit whining about it.
Do not call her bitch.
Call her bitch.
I can say amen to that. Well, but you know, the language of today is all subordinate to some type of male and female.
That's the only thing
debate.
they understand.
That's right, man.
That's
Like,
the only thing they understand.
people like to be in conflict.
It's domination control that way, right?
That's right, man. It's like conflict maintains the status quo.
Well, you know, for a long time, women couldn't hold money. Yet money is where the power is, right? A dirty little piece of paper and a number to attach it to.
I'll just buy you out, man. Get out. Come on, get over there. I got money now. I got clout, sophistication. Oh yeah? Well, let me see what happens with that degradation. Every time you go up in a social stratification, you end up losing more value than you can compensate. And then you start to delegate to those who you think can handle the chore, and then you hate on them forevermore. It's like there's no rhyme or reason to the retaliation care.
Hey, everybody, remember.
Like rehab.
There's a little safety.
It's milking people for their heartaches.
The last bit of it, too,
Yeah.
You're milking people for their heartaches. They won't even allow you the privacy.
Can you join us for the
That's
photo,
true.
hon?
Oh, there you
Sure
go.
thing.
Good idea.
I'd be good
We
at
got
Open the bathrooms!
The butterfly in it.
We got the big numbers here.
the big numbers. Where I hit it? Over here with Margarita.
Next to your man.
Morris.
Where's that sentinel guy?
He's there.
Oh, okay. He's so quiet. I didn't notice it.
Right, he's all over the place.
Sorry, this lens is kind of zoomed
Tell us to say cheese.
All right, and then we're looking into the sun, which doesn't help much. Your backs doesn't give you good light either.
Everybody say peace.
As we see liquid coming down your pants.
A, B, C, D,
No, we ain't got no flowers, Sentinel Man.
Hey, everyone.
Go wee on the locked bathroom over there.
Yeah. Is that where you guys are going?
We
got no place to go. Yeah, not when it's locked.
I'm a rope pisser. Thanks. Actually,
Last call for
found
food.
drinks of my own there are real helpful. Would be nice if all of us just squatted or opened fire here.
I think that may be the only way of it. Bring cups next time.
Yeah.
Cups, buckets. There's there are those little baskets, those paper baskets. Paper baskets could be used. We have toilet paper here. Yeah, we do have toilet
Line up
paper.
the next protest.
Can leave the depends, you know, and
Put them in the Depends.
Did we sing this song one more time, man?
Well, let's just arrange our meeting.
Yes.
And then we'll sing the song.
After you eat, though, make sure you
What do
don't
you mean?
poop.
At 3 tomorrow, isn't it?
Robert, have you planned the next protest?
No, wait, I'm wondering when people want to come
Yeah.
back. When do you want to come back, Phil? Give me some ideas.
Right.
You're contributing.
Yeah. Aren't we hinging on tomorrow's meeting?
You can hold it till next week.
Make
We can come back
got
to next
some,
week at 1?
Enzyme bucket toilets on site.
We could try, now next week is the date, the 5th of July.
Oh.
And the 4th of July is the meeting of conscience and action, if we do it on the 4th.
No, we're going to do it
No,
on
we wouldn't.
Thursday.
We're going to move that to the 5th, Thursday,
Okay, well then, you probably,
And we can meet at El Rio.
a different location. Just for
Unless you're tied to Sub Rosa.
no, I'm not trying to do anything, I'm just wondering, I hate to see us lose momentum, we're starting to do this.
No, so we'll have a meeting Thursday on the 5th, and if it's okay with everybody at El Rio.
Right, but when are we coming back here is the next
Oh,
question. Meetings are fine, nobody comes to meetings except the hardcore guys. Right. It's like a talk.
Well, okay. The protest. When do people want to?
What about, when's the next council meeting?
Well, isn't tomorrow going to solve all our problems and the bathrooms will be open tomorrow?
Yeah, bathrooms are going to be open tomorrow, yeah. Or there'll be porta potties everywhere. Right.
That's the spirit of tomorrow,
Right, I think-
today,
Are people agreeable to come back here and have a protest?
for sure.
Or a celebration.
When's a good time? When will,
Tomorrow?
Yeah, celebration would be great.
That's what I prefer calling it, protest or celebration.
Well, and then we could also use it as an angle of we got our hopes up and they let us down.
We didn't get put in jail.
Protest or celebration?
We're celebrating.
We could do it late in the afternoon. We want to do it when the staff is.
Because I mean, they gave you such encouraging words for this meeting, didn't they?
Yeah.
Didn't Martine Bernal give you any encouragement or just?
We'll meet with them tomorrow. What time?
That's all. We're meeting with them tomorrow.
The only message you got was appointment confirmed.
A personal, peaceful protest. Right.
Because they couldn't come out today with all these people.
yeah, probably.
You might actually have to talk to them.
Delegation.
Be careful.
So how about Monday?
Good
How about
karma.
Monday at 1?
Relics.
Monday at 1. Monday at 1? No, it should be at noon.
I don't
Well,
think that gives us
because
enough
noon,
time.
offices are closed.
Robert.
And Benson's is people are going there.
No, that's true.
Monday doesn't give us enough time to really get people out.
No, you
How about
Thursday.
the following Monday or next Friday? Either of
Okay.
those
Yeah,
would
because you don't
work.
want to do it around July 4th either.
Yeah.
It'll be all mixed up. Or how about?
That's true and hungover.
We got soup and everything now.
Yeah, that's the best, Robert. That's the best.
Well, you know, I'll come to whatever you guys decide. I think the sooner the better.
Yeah.
No, going to the bathroom here, have some food.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what we're gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think this is very focused.
Yeah?
Anyway.
Well, so you're thinking Monday or?
No.
We're going to call it protest or celebration, and it's going to be Thursday the 5th.
Thursday the 5th at 1 o'clock here.
Recent action is using a more conservative approach.
We don't have to stay long or anything, we just go in.
Diplomatic.
So you can be our spokesperson if you want.
One little.
She might be on the phone.
Excuse me, I just need to ask, if that's recording, I need to ask you to stop. I am not-
This is a public place. You are doing public duty, which means I can video
We'd like to
you.
have the bathrooms open for our First Amendment assembly.
Can we use yours? The ones you guys all use? The special one for the bureaucrats?
So everybody in, come on inside, or run away if the case may be.
I have a.
Shy.
Yeah, hi, Anna.
All you want to do.
So I guess this group of people wants to ask, I guess Bonnie, whoever's available, they need to use the bathrooms. And we want to.
Okay, sure.
That's an issue.
Robert, I already offered this to you. I'm happy to offer to stay when these are where public restrooms
Right,
are
we need
available.
bathrooms here that are open. Right.
Do you use those bathrooms?
Some of people are disabled.
Are you using any of those bathrooms right now?
I have the same information available for
I have the same
you.
request.
Where do you
as
go to the
we have
bathroom?
for anyone else that comes in the office. The nearest public restrooms are at the library and are at the civic auditorium.
We have a disabled woman outside who needs to use the bathroom. Please open the bathrooms. Give us access to the ones that you use freely, or open the ones outside. It's nothing personal on it, we just need that done. You can ask Bonnie to show up if you want, or we can hang out here for a while and hope that it gets open sometime, today.
Now, why won't you open it? Have you been ordered not to?
Yeah, why won't you open it for a public discussion about bathroom use in the city of Santa Cruz? We're having that discussion. You should open the bathrooms.
Is it by your discretion or our superiors that you're making this decision?
We have a disabled woman who wants to use the bathrooms. Please let her use the bathrooms. I've seen your literature. Yeah, that's not going to help this disabled woman. You have bathrooms here that she can use there and there. Please let her use them.
Whose decision is this?
It's a public place. I don't understand why people are not allowed.
That's right.
It's been decided that the bathrooms would remain.
By whom?
Why?
Okay, if somebody has
Can we get a memo or anything to that effect?
Yeah, let's see some paper.
Well, if a handicapped person has to go to the restroom in the middle of the night and they're homeless and there's no bathrooms open and they have an injury, who's responsible?
Spreading disease, spreading foulness into
So the
places.
recording, not allowed in there.
We have a
This is a
hepatitis
public
A epidemic.
building. You are a public official working a public duty, which means I have every right to video you.
We are employees who do not feel comfortable, and if we don't.
Whether you get permission or not, you are a public official.
Do the job, do it.
We're having a hepatitis A epidemic in the city of Santa Cruz, and you're not opening
They're public
bathrooms for
nuisance.
public
Arrest
assemblies.
them.
That is wrong.
FBI watches me.
That is grounds for a civil rights action suit when you don't have to open the bathrooms for a homeless gathering and there's a hepatitis A outbreak in the city of Santa Cruz.
The ADA Act of 1990, which is a Disabilities Act of 1990, requires that Section 90 of the Fair Housing Act requires that you have an open bathroom for disabled people at night. And if not, you're in violation of federal law.
Why aren't the bathrooms open at San Lorenzo
The Department of
Park?
Justice.
Why are
we know
they being locked?
Their phone number. And
Why aren't these issues of bathroom use being addressed in
Deal
the
with this.
city
You
of
can deal with it on a
Santa
local
Cruz?
level. We'll take it a level up.
That's totally fine.
Thank you.
They have business to do out here.
We have the
You
right
have
to do
people living here.
This is some business to be conducted.
They're
If you want to
doing their
make,
job.
you want to make a false arrest of someone because of.
Why would you go to
Can
the
I get a
bathroom?
false arrest? So I'm just asking you to step outside.
He's asking.
I'm stepping outside, but why isn't he going to the bathroom? We can open these bathrooms, we have guards. We're wasting our money on these
The lady here
jackpot
needs to do
pensions.
her business.
People can't even rent a bathroom in Santa Cruz.
She's not the person making those
And they're going
decisions.
broke.
There's plenty of people that you can intervene with. So I'm asking, as long as you guys are gonna be conducting protests or trying to express yourself, totally okay to do it out there. I'm supporting you on that. We're here to protect that for you. I just, and she's not. And that's the thing. So at this point, bothering the lady here, she's just trying to do her job. Yes.
You're rather bothered because there's some woman outside who use the bathroom, they're not letting her
Oh,
use.
she's not in control of the bathrooms.
Oh, she
So-
has a key to the bathroom.
She does not have a key to the bathroom. I can answer that definitively. She does not.
I think someone here has access to a
We're not here
bathroom.
to engage in that.
Wait a minute, you're saying that they don't have access to bathrooms in here? I don't believe that.
I'm telling you, I'm not here to engage you about that issue. I'm just here to explain to you that you cannot disrupt the business here.
It's not a
And if you
business,
can-
it's
It is
a
business.
city.
Okay.
All right.
You can't disrupt the business. So if you want to be present, that's fine. I'm not going to have a problem with that. But it has to be quiet so that people can come in here and make access to the business.
Okay, so
Of
who is
government.
it that we would address as far as bathroom use during a public rally? I
So
mean,
what you can do is you can, if you had gone and gotten a permit, which you're
Yeah.
required to do for a group this size, and spoke with Kathy
No, you're
Agnew,
not.
you would be able
Less
to,
than 50 people.
I'm not gonna argue with you about the
It's like
fact, I'm just
20
explaining what you wanted, so,
Juggling
you don't wanna
is
hear
wrong on
it.
this too.
So,
Okay,
Get
well,
your facts straight.
the fact is that the city of Santa Cruz is not dealing with the fact that the public bathrooms in Santa Cruz are being closed one after the other. And so you should be kind and cooperate with your community and have the bathrooms open while we have the discussion.
again, that's a discussion you can have
You're
with
just,
council,
you're
or
being
you can
antagonistic
engage.
to people.
I'm not being antagonistic.
No, they are.
I'm trying to be supportive.
I think you're being
Whoever had
supportive. I think the
control of
city
it
is being antagonistic
was-
to us trying to solve the problem of
Yeah,
bathroom use.
we're
in
trying to
Santa
make
Cruz.
solutions here. The only reason we came in here is because it just didn't make any sense. Is we're trying to solve these issues to have that more repression. You know, and it's people going to the bathroom and stuff.
If you wanna keep talking to me, I'm gonna step outside so that they can do their job, if that's cool. Can we do that?
They're not doing their job.
Well, but they need, they kind of need.
Well, we
to-
tell you.
You want to hear from
These
me?
people don't
We have some
I'll
solutions.
step outside with you, talk with you, and engage
Can
with
we
you.
work, can you give us like 5 or 10 minutes?
I'll
Please,
absolutely.
because
give
you work for us.
So.
Right?
You know, you're wrong.
Separating us and them instead of having it.
So waiting patiently. We're going to get any kind of documentation or something to the effect of what they've been ordered or something? The policy in action? I'd love to see more of that.
We can ask. It's always possible.
I think I did ask.
No, we're going to get probably what we've got.
They're put in that position just like you guys are. They have discretion. They can be guarding bathrooms instead of having, of course, it involves trying to make a better life for everyone. That's what we want to do.
It's up to you.
All here, because we're all people, and we all have the same issue. And when I...
We all gotta do it, right?
Yeah, and even more so than like eating or sleeping or any of that, because those things can be stalled. People having to go to the bathroom can't be stalled, especially for many that have all kinds of physical health issues, including San Lorenzo Park. So I've been here for decades and decades and decades, seeing these cycles go around and around. This is ridiculous to me. They need to hire people to take care of it. It provides a job. It provides somebody to step in. You know, I heard they were doing some of this in San Francisco. Somebody coming out of prison, gave them work, gave them some pride. They get into the system, they can work their way up from that job. Some guy actually became the hero, got the keys of the city because he showed up in one of the outhouses.
We need to go
take
back
care of,
inside.
and he helped save somebody's life. So, you know, we've got that going on too, that they can be part of the community like you guys are. You know, they can be public officer people that are involved in taking care of the bathrooms.
So without any
You know,
kind of
and it's
paperwork
this
as
issue
to what we're
with the
being
Metro
told.
Center too. I
What
can't
issue
believe
are you
it.
concerned about?
They actually closed down the bathrooms early
They're just closed.
before, you know, like to clean,
Let's see-
and
let's
then
see
they
if
close
we're
down them
agreeing with
early
something.
before the buses are gone.
Their answer will be,
That makes absolutely no sense. There's people that will be going to Watsonville, it's an hour drive. They've already had to wait an hour to close. At least a minimum of the Metro Center needs
that's
to
the push.
be announced that way.
That's why we just
And
got
that's a
pop on
private
instead,
company,
get rid of
you know,
everybody.
They're
Well, they're contracting.
they're not under
They're
our
contracting
control
with the city.
necessarily. They get to decide how their bathroom policies.
Because
I don't know when they
this
close
is
on.
already, we're going down the table right now.
What I can tell you
We're already
this is
there.
at an appropriate venue.
We walked away from the whole point of the conversation.
Email, things like that.
But
Those are
I'm
people who make
following.
decisions.
But the other thing is silly, I mean,
I'm not waiting.
aren't these public
That's
bathrooms right here?
I know, I'm willing to do it.
But who's willing to
So
These are
follow?
public buildings, and you can't just
That's all-
walk in
I said that
any
who's willing to follow,
Shouldn't-
that's the hard
shouldn't
part.
public
Come on
bathrooms-
out, no one's gonna hurt. You can do it.
I mean, you know, we need all of us need to get together on this and be on the same page. It shouldn't be us and them.
You know the guy in the blue shirt's name?
People.
Blue
And
shirt? No, I
you,
know.
as well as us,
That guy
need to
knows.
be activists. All the politicians are activists, everybody's active. Some people that are in the community like we are, and that are really seeing these things constantly, especially you guys. I mean, I usually just out in the woods, I love being out in the woods, but I keep hearing about these ridiculous cyclic fights about things like this. It brings me back out of the woods. Uh-oh, here we go again. Like meeting, you know, like hanging on the bridge over there, watching the birds and stuff. And the other day, after we had our Poor People's Freedom gathering, and they're talking about this event here about trying to get bathrooms open, and here's these two women pushing their, you know. So then I'm on the bridge, and I somewhat, you know, because I'm interacting with people, and I saw them, and they looked at me and kind of gave a smile, and I gave a smile at them, and I said, "What's the race?" And there's two women that are elders, you know, having whatever their disabilities. They're pushing their walkers, you know, seat walkers.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in that way.
And they're hurrying as fast as they can go in their condition. It's like, what's the race? I go, well, they got the bathrooms closed over here.
Wes White, who's a video journalist from Savannah.
So they can get hurt, you know, they can be, you know, they can spoil themselves and end up having to be humiliated, you know.
I know he's curious about that guy's name.
Which one? His name in the blue?
Mark Evelyn?
Mark what?
Mark Evelyn.
No, not the officer.
We don't, we already have
Okay.
that.
Oh, I don't know his name.
All right, I'll have to ask his
You
name.
can ask me.
I'll give you a card just for fun.
Oh, thanks. I'm getting a lot of cards today.
Right on. Makes it easy for contact info. Don't have to ask questions.
I'll give you my card if you
You want? Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Maybe you'll actually be more interested in the future.
Yeah.
You know, it takes exposure before you can start caring about something.
No, for sure.
Let's ask you. You know, even though you're on the clock, what do you think about public restrooms not being available to the public?
Well, I mean, it's probably, I mean, from right off the bat, you know, you would assume it's like, well, that's pretty crazy, you know. What would be the reason? But you know, you got to assume there's a reason. You would hope there was a reason they would do that. Just you know, you got to assume that they have some sort of something going on that they would shut it down. But yeah, I would be interested to hear.
Do you, some of their reasoning comes from stereotyping,
right?
And an exception becomes the rule.
Sure.
Stereotyping.
Sure.
Would you agree with those kind of you know, if that was the reason, would you agree with that reason?
No, definitely not. I mean, if you're kind of just making a generalization about a group of people and then taking away something that they need to use, then I wouldn't agree with it at all. And I'm sure if that's the case, then they'll probably be overturned, you know, from the work you guys are doing or just public outcry or whatever.
We are downtown, right? I mean, this is a downtown business area.
Yeah.
So we're playing with an awful lot of money. And, you know, the main average is usually, if we can just get rid of them, then they won't be a problem and more money will come our way. Sure. Right? I mean, that seems to be the attitude. So, you know, what if that becomes the reason? How would that make you feel?
Yeah, no, I mean, it doesn't really change it. I think it's still, you need to give people access to those kinds of things.
Right on, man.
But that's not, I mean, so yeah, that's my personal opinion, definitely. Not necessarily the opinion of the Central, but it'd be interesting to see what the writer, the reporter has to write about that.
Well, you know, just keep on following, and I mean, that's honestly, a lot of effort comes from the reporter on the scene, you know, and then the editor is in charge of, you know, shaping the message.
Sure, yeah.
And that's when things get really scary. Because I've gone through interviews and I've even talked to the interviewers and like I want to make sure that I'm not misquoted or underquoted or misrepresented. And then it comes out and I'm like, hey, that's not. I mean, what happened to the second sentence? That it like provides the context.
No. I understand how that can be for sure.
Well, you know, it's power. Power and control, and it's propaganda. I mean, everything that we were worried about, you know, after World War II, we learned from and decided to adapt with. You know, we told everybody we're spreading democracy around the world, but then once we came back home, women get back in your box, colored people get back in your box.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So it's you know, we're still growing. We have yet to mature as a democracy yet.
For sure.
You know, but the power. This is the thing, though. It's the power of the press, power of the people, power of your voice. It has to be much more important than the value of the dollar.
Sure.
This little dirty piece of paper that has numbers associated with it, and almost inherently it's old money. You know, that people who already have money get to keep all the money.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of creates these power structures that, make it difficult for anybody else to really get what they need.
Right.
All right, so
right on, man.
Have a good one. Hey, how's it going? Do you mind?
I don't know if I really want my name in the paper though.
Okay. Oh, why not? I mean, you know, your picture. There you go, person. There you go. Quote person. I like it.
Because that way, also, it infuses it into the sense where it's everybody. I'm saying it for everyone.
Well, just you're in the photo, you know.
Citizen person.
So you're in the photo holding that funny. I like the sign, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like my editor, I get back with this photo and I don't get the person with the blue shirt. You might say, scrap it.
Right. Yeah. No consent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just for consent purpose.
Baumgartner.
What's your
last name? Good enough?
No, dude. Just go back to quote person.
Baumgartner?
You can keep it. I don't see why not. I mean,
they won't let
that's
you
what you're identifying
It's
as.
just kind of like if we just say person, like depending on the editor, they might just say scrap it.
Well, put it in quotes.
They have a high standard of like if you don't have people. Like,
I don't want.
But you also have to recognize that that's what he's choosing to identify himself as.
I don't want you to lose it.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for not trashing it.
I don't have any quotes from you actually. I just have a photo where you're in it. So I'd love to use a photo.
Yeah. Right. Well, and use person as the in the print, but his name to prove that he got
Mike. Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it. Mike Baumgartner. And it'd just be that photo. I think they might send us another photographer.